When I went down to New York.
Hello. Let's have a look and see how it is getting off a pontoon berth with a single-handed. I'm alongside in Cardiff Yacht Club, and there's a boat just behind me, plenty of room in front, and so let's see how we're going to handle this single-handedly. The most important thing, of course, as always with anything single-handed, is planning. So let's go and have a look at what's going to be involved here. Okay, so there's a slight breeze coming from behind me, which is very useful because it means it's going to blow us off the pontoon, so it'll be much easier than being blown on from maybe the other side. The thing I need to think about is the boat behind me. So what I'm going to hope to do is to get the stern out first. So therefore I shall let go of the stern line first, then the bow line, and then we should be able to gracefully motor out. So first thing to do, which I've actually already done this, is to get the lines organised so that everything's on board, so we don't have to be jumping on and off the boat. The thing with this planning is that if you know what you're going to do and you know what you're going to handle, how you're going to handle things that might go wrong, you're much better prepared. There we are. Good. One of the most important things for me is don't run on a boat. If you're running, you've already lost control. So now I'm going to let go of the stern line, and then without wasting too much time, let the rear end, the stern of the boat, slowly swing out while I go and release the bow line. Okay. So far nothing really happening. So I'll just get this ready. We are slowly moving out. We just wait. So holding the bow in while the stern very slowly swings out the way. Hiya. Right, I think that'll do. So pull this line in. Walk back to the cockpit. And we just let it drift out a little further because this boat tends to go. So there's a bit of a mistake going on here, isn't there? The plan was fine up to a point. The problem in executing the plan was that I was too impatient and I let go of the bow line too early. I should have waited longer until the stern was well clear of the dock there and well clear of the vessel behind, because as soon as I let go of the bow rope, the obvious thing where you've got a crosswind, the bow of the boat will always blow away more than the stern. So the bow was rapidly overtaking the stern and spoiling my angle. Luckily, I did have a plan B, which was to motor forward, get the bow of the boat out into the middle, and then straighten up the vessel and then reverse out nice and briskly. We'll just go forwards a little actually, because now that I've let go of the bow is tending to swing out. So let's get a little bit out there. Don't let anyone tell you can't steer a long keel boat backwards. Because you darn well can. Here we are, that's it, we're off the mooring. And we'll just back ourselves around to the port side here. Out of gear. Okay. Bow coming around nicely into forward. And let's go. It's always best to be positive with the throttle. Let's go right over here, shall we? Make it obvious. Boat coming the other way that we're going to go. To his left. One thing that's really handy on a single-handed is your autopilot. So let's bung this on. And steer. So we just get the autopilot pointing us where we want to go and then engage it. Okay, that should now keep us heading out in that direction. So I can go and tidy up the ropes and the fenders and all that kind of gubbins. Again, always keeping an eye out for the unexpected. Little shallow bit here, 0.6 meters under the keel it says, so not too clever really. Finished tidying up. Now I'm going to be going on to my mooring from here, so I won't be needing the ropes. Now yesterday evening, before we went back in the water, I actually fitted up my sails, and most excitingly I've got a new Genoa up there. So I think I'm going to try out the Genoa, because why not? So nobody much around. So I'm going to bear away to starboard once the sail's up. So let's hoik it up on the starboard side of the boat. Furling line is another thing with the little tips to it. There's a tip for the furling line, is that keep some tension on the furling line all the time, because you don't want the furling line to be loose on the drum. Release the other Genoa line so that it's not tied in, holding it up. Okay. Right, at the moment we're doing 3.2 knots. But we do have the engine on. Let's go into neutral and see what this new sail can do in 4 knots of breeze, actually. So let's get rid of the autopilot and steer properly. That's close hold. As close hold is as close hold can be, really. Really, I ought to move the car back a little because it's not in a good line. It's for more reefed Genoa. Shall I just do that? Why not? Let's just really relax it a bit. That's a slightly better line. Okay. Yeah, well, it's a bit of a dead loss trying to sail in this, isn't it? I'll put the Genoa car on the other side in the right place-ish as well. Is that about right? Check against the other side. Yes. Well, have we got enough momentum at 0.5 knots to tack? Answer, I don't think so. Right. Okay, I give up. I'm going to tack the boat manually, by hand, using the engine. So my plan is to go back to the Cardiff Yacht Club, which is a surprisingly long way away there. And we'll see about picking up the mooring single-handed. few boats out on the bay this afternoon. Yeah, we're doing 2 knots and the anemometer isn't even rotating. Let's use a little bit of motor, shall we?
Yes, away, Santi, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?